Amma ran back to the village as fast as she could. She burst into the village center and cried out what she had witnessed, warning everyone about Kofi's true identity. In a small village nestled in the loose green valleys of the Congo, there lived a young woman named Amma, known for her kind heart and radiant beauty. Amma was loved by all in her village. Many young men sought her hand in marriage, but Amma patiently waited for the right man to come along. One day, a stranger arrived in the village named Kofi. He was tall and handsome and expressed great interest in marrying Amma. At first, Amma was hesitant, but Kofi showered her with affection and promised to cherish her as his wife. After a whirlwind romance, they married. In the beginning, Kofi doted on Amma as if she were a queen, but over time, he became distant and cold. He would leave early in the morning and not return until late at night, rarely speaking a word to Amma. Whenever she asked where he had been, he would beat her and warn her not to question him again. Amma did not understand Kofi's sudden change. She cooked, cleaned, and tended to their garden along while he was away. The long, lonely days gave her much time to think, suspecting Kofi might be seeing another woman. One morning, Amma gathered the courage to follow him when he left. Stealthily, she tracked Kofi deep into the jungle. The path twisted and turned until Amma was thoroughly lost. But finally, she heard voices ahead. Peering through the thick brush, Amma saw a horrifying sight. Kofi was with a group of men, and before her eyes, he transformed into a ferocious lion. Amma realized then that Kofi was a shape-shifter who had tricked the village and her into believing he was a man. He had married her only to keep up the deception. Fear gripped Amma as he imagined what the beast who shared her bed might do to her. Amma ran back to the village as fast as she could. She burst into the village center and cried out what she had witnessed, warning everyone about Kofi's true identity. But it was too late. Kofi had arrived first, telling twisted tales that Amma had gone mad, giving him upstanding reputation and her wild story. No one believed her. They shunned Amma and left her isolated in her shame. Over the following weeks, several villagers disappeared. Though Amma knew Kofi must be responsible, no one suspected the respected village elder. Amma realized she must stop Kofi herself before he harmed anyone else. But catching a shape-shifting lion was no easy task. One morning, Amma followed Kofi again into the jungle. This time, she was prepared with a net, rope, and spear. She tracked the lion to a watering hole and laid her trap, disguising it with branches and leaves. Then she hid and waited. As the sun sank low, a great lion emerged from the bush and approached the watering hole just as it lowered its head to drink. Amma pulled the rope, dropping the net and ensnaring the beast. It rolled and thrashed but could not escape the strong net. Amma approached it cautiously, spear poised to strike it needed, but the lion seemed to accept its fate. Amma kept watch over the lion all night to ensure it did not transform and slip away. In the morning, the village men came and bound the lion in chains. Though confused by the strange tale, the trusted Amma and no one else was harmed again. With time, Amma's broken heart healed. She eventually married a kind man from a neighboring village and lived a long, happy life. As for the wicked husband, some say the lion still lives as a spectacle in a western zoo, but here in Africa, he is just another tale mothers share to warn their daughters. Beware of men who seem too good to be true, for it is often a cunning beast in disguise who will make the worst husband of all.